I can't get it to work, so I just took it to the repair shop. They did it in a way.
Yeah, were those your chainmail socks?
No, they were also broken. Hello. This is the 274th Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2226, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Dirk.
And my name is Simon.
And we're putting the past on podcast. And are we still lost in space, Simon?
We are still lost in space, yeah.
Yes.
15 weeks now?
I guess, yeah.
Sounds about right. 15 weeks 15 weeks ago we left Earth.
Yes.
On what was to be a 2-week space tour. It's running a little long.
It's running a little long, yes. So most people that are listening might know, but it was just a 2-week space tour. Mm-hmm. Then we sped off in wrong direction, and then fast space travel broke. And ever since then, we've just been wandering through space, relatively slow, and in a direction of which we're not really sure if it's the right one.
Correct. Some kind of spiral action going on. Basically hoping to look for something recognizable, some landmarks,
Yeah. And I think 15 weeks may be some psychological turning point. I don't know, but we've noticed a few changes among the people, which is what we were going to be talking about today. But before
that, there's been a rumor going around.
Yes, or a segment, Granddaddy Gossip. I mean, Granddaddy being the name of the ship.
Correct. For our listeners for new listeners who didn't know that already, exactly what's been going on this week aboard Granddaddy. I mean, a bunch of stuff, but let's just have one rumor for today.
Yep.
And this is pretty scandalous. Rumor going around right now is our captain.
Yes.
Who was going to be there. So when the ship launched, when the space tour started, we were all like, hey, cool. They're 49, they're the youngest captain ever. Going to turn 50 this year. Okay, but then a few weeks ago, it all came out. Actually, they're 39. They lied about their age in order to become a captain. They're only going to be turning 40. Okay, that's how listeners caught up. And now, the latest rumor, actually, Captain's 59 years old, going to be turning 60 soon, which, that's a perfectly respectable age to be a captain, but means they weren't actually the youngest captain ever.
Ooh, if the rumor is true.
Exactly.
Wow, so we now have 2 rumors, of which only one at the maximum could be right.
It would be tricky to be both 39 and 59, that's true.
And they could also both be wrong.
Of course.
Is it true? Can you never be 39 and 59 at the same time?
I mean, not if you're meaning years old since you were born and the years you're talking about are the same length as each other. You get tricky about it, like one of them could be on a planet where the years are longer than the other.
Yeah.
Maybe it lines up just right.
But we're talking about Earth years.
Correct.
Yes. It's the standard of the universe. Earth years.
At least as far as we're concerned.
Yes, exactly. From our perspective anyway. Okay, cool. Exciting how that pans out. From if this continues, like in a couple of weeks, there's going to be a rumor he's like 109.
If it keeps escalating.
Yeah.
Maybe only 19.
Yeah. On the other hand, like, they were a robot, right? So.
True. I was going to say, like a 9-year-old, a human, you'd probably notice. A robot, it is trickier to spot.
Also, you need to be 45 to become a captain.
Yeah.
Even robots.
Weird. The idea is you need to have built up some life experience, gained some maturity.
True, actually, yeah. Especially if you're captain of a ship, you have to, be able to deal with humans. Also,
right, especially that.
Yeah, and then that's tricky. I can tell from experience. I have one.
Exactly, your first-hand experience.
Not sure if we ever said that.
That you're a human, and that I'm a human too. It's possible we've never discussed it. Like,
it must have come up.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Okay. So moving over to today's topic, and the topic is the new reality.
Right, like you mentioned a moment ago in the introduction. After 15 weeks of being out here lost in space, the real big shift has been that a lot of people rather than thinking about getting back to Earth, they're rather focusing now on, okay, how can we make the most of life here aboard Granddaddy?
Yeah, this might just be it.
Yeah, exactly, right. Not even thinking about getting back to Earth anymore, and rather thinking about, this is our life now. What should we do?
And I mean, they've been doing this survey every week anyway, where they're asking a bunch of questions, just, how's everybody doing? And with the last survey, suddenly less than half of the passengers still expected that we'd return to Earth at some point.
Right, it tipped over the survey before that, so 58% reckoned we would, so it was 42% reckoned we wouldn't.
Yeah.
But now it's tipped, exactly.
Yeah, so there's, the confidence level has gone down. I mean, this doesn't mean the mood went down. So it's not that everybody's super sad about it. It's just like, let's just accept things for what they are and make the most of it.
To be realistic.
And also the last survey was answered by like 70% of the people, so it could also still be a statistical anomaly.
Sure, right. Maybe too many people were busy with something else, attending talks.
Yeah, or they were super busy with, making sure we got back to Earth. So the people that weren't interested in that had time for a survey.
Could be.
But either way, these surveys are taken seriously, and everybody in the ship has taken the results also kind of like as a call to start making some changes.
Indeed, yeah. Right, not just to believe it in yourself, but then to actually change your behavior accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, it is different that you behave differently when you're on holiday or basically when you're home.
Right.
So for the last 15 weeks, we've been on a very extended holiday. We've gotten to a point where, okay, this is home from now on.
Yeah.
Let's make it look like one.
Yep.
So we were going to talk about some of the noticeable changes, and I think the most noticeable change everywhere you go on a ship is people start decorating. Seems to be a human thing. I haven't noticed it so much at the robot cabins.
No. The humans want to make us included, we want to make our homes basically reflect who we are.
Yeah. I was saying before, not so much for robots. Some robots, though. One of the most extravagant cabin entrances. I know for sure that there's a robot couple living there. But yeah, it tends to be a bit more human. We've done a few things. You want to tell the listeners what we did to our cabin?
Yeah, so inside the cabin, we actually put curtains across the windows. Like, not drawn all the time, but, sometimes we want to feel... Don't want to be reminded that we're out in space.
Yes, exactly.
Close the curtains. Sometimes you can imagine you're back on Earth.
Yeah, and I like it how you put like 2 layers. So the first one is more like this little lace. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, net curtains.
Yeah, net curtains. Yeah, exactly. And then the thick ones that you can optionally put in front of them.
Right, and actually the net curtains are what really makes it feel like being on Earth is you can imagine, hey, it's nighttime.
True.
The net curtains are closed, so I can't quite see what's out there. I haven't yet got around to closing the regular curtains.
True, actually. Yeah, makes it giving it quite a homey feeling.
Yeah.
And of course, we put 2 garden gnomes outside of our door.
Yeah, one either side.
Yeah.
And actually, also, I painted a welcome mat on the floor.
Yeah, I thought that was quite creative. Yeah.
You don't actually need to wipe off your shoes, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
And actually, I noticed other people have been doing likewise. And actually, people are having fun with it. So,
really,
some people like ourselves, we just have a regular welcome mat, But other people, they paint a welcome mat, but then on top of that, they paint what look like muddy footprints. For example,
cool.
Someone's wiped their shoes. And I saw one even, which was a little bit more, exciting, I guess. Bloody footprints.
Okay.
So not like boot prints, but like someone's bare feet, as if they'd been stepping in blood and then stepped on the mat.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Continuing through the hole, or really just...
heading out of the door.
Okay.
And then getting fainter and fainter further it gets away until they stop.
That's creative. I've seen, I guess, a few more mundane things. There's quite a few people, like Borst and his wife, who they put like a fence like a tiny fence.
Right, not painted on the floor, but an actual one that they built.
But I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like 20 centimeters or 30 centimeters high. It's not sure what it's supposed to keep in or out. And it's basically, it starts right on the floor where the cabin starts, and then goes in front of their door, and then ends again where their cabin ends. And then right in front of the door, there's a little gate in the fence. So
they're claiming that section of corridor that's directly outside the apartment.
Exactly. They put a few potted plants there and some sort of elf on a branch or something like that. And they were now looking around the ship for gravel. We're going to put some gravel there. That was the plan, but we don't have any gravel on the ship.
So that's going to be tricky for them to get a hold of.
Maybe if we stop by an asteroid or so, they can get some.
They can mine some themselves. Yeah,
can help them get some gravel. Why not?
It'd be a kindness to them.
Exactly. They want gravel, they can have gravel. So that's some of the things that people started doing to decorate the cabins. But also, I guess, in general, repurposing things.
Correct, yeah. There's a lot of material aboard Granddaddy intended for...
stuff that maybe we don't really need anymore if we're actually going to live here, right?
Right. Exactly, for fast space travel is the most obvious thing, you know?
Yeah.
But also like equipment for going down to visit planets. If we're going to stay in space, maybe never go to another planet, also maybe don't need those supplies.
And also some of the entertainment stuff, you know. The entertainment stuff is nice, but at one point you've heard all the songs from the band, you know. Maybe we then start using that stuff for something else. But the fast space travel stuff, I felt a little bit uneasy about that, I must say. Because people are saying it's not working anyway, we might as well use it for other stuff.
Yeah, but that feels a bit like giving up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you never know. Okay, it's not working now, but what if we, I don't know, maybe we kick it a bit more or whatever, something we didn't try yet.
Correct. And what if it's a cyclical thing, you know? So, 15 weeks is a long time, but what if it's on a 1 year loop?
True, actually.
So, 39 weeks from now, that's not maths. 37 weeks from now, maybe it resets and everything's cool again.
Yeah. I mean, it's like...
But then we would need the material for the fast space travel, but if it's all been used up making fences and so on, that'll be a bother.
I mean, I think they were keeping one emergency engine still up and running, or not running, but up. And then they were using the material to make, how was it, bowling balls?
Bowling balls, bowling pins, exactly, bowling shoes.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with all these things? Also bowling alleys, so to play bowling in.
I mean, there was, the engines were pretty big, so I can imagine that it's possible to make a few bowling alleys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying I was feeling a little bit uneasy about it. Of course, I use it here on my chair, so the listeners can't see it, but I changed the armrest on my chair, so I extended a little bit, and I can now put a beer in here. So
right in the armrest. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
it's very handy.
Yeah. I'm thinking about patenting it because of these small iron beams, they had still a lot of them left. They didn't need them for the bowling alleys. So I was thinking maybe refitting a few of the chairs of other people, turning it into a bit of a side business.
Right, yeah. Custom modding business.
Yeah. And you can use them then to go watch bowling. Go watch bowling, have a beer, put it in your armrest.
That does sound good.
Okay. That's some of the repurposing. Any other noticeable changes that you remember?
So there were aboard Granddaddy, there were several shops that sold souvenirs. But as of a couple of weeks ago now, they're just giving away all their stock for free.
Yeah.
Not even trying to do a fire sale, sell things cheap. Nope, just giving them away.
And nobody was buying them anymore, right? The first week, or I guess maybe in the third week, people were still buying souvenirs, but at one point it was
Yeah, I mean, for your friends when you get back home.
Yeah, exactly. But at one point, either you've bought all the souvenirs or you don't really think you're going to get back home anymore, so...
Yeah, or you're just not someone who buys souvenirs, but either way, or any of those ways.
I got 5 of these space mouses. You know why?
No. Space mouses, you said?
Yeah, I mean, from the souvenir shop.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that if we ever get back, then these were our souvenirs from the first space tour ever, the one that got lost and then came back. You know, they're going to be super expensive.
True.
You know, they're going to be like collector's items.
Potentially, yeah.
And I have 5 of them, and they were giving them away for free. So I have like 5 space mouses. I put them in one of our storage compartments. I don't remember which one. We can never see them, so they're here somewhere in the room. But yeah, so that's an invest.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking about the future.
You are.
If we get back to work, I can sell my space mouses and make lots of money by refitting chairs with
right, the two combined.
beer armrest. Okay. See, I was one of the people that still voted yes. Part of my business model. That we're still getting back to work.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it requires that. Did you see that they opened up a time capsule?
I did, and that seemed premature.
Yes.
The whole point was, let's find somewhere, bury it underground.
Yeah.
And I mean, probably, so maybe we'll never come back to open it, but the idea is at some point in the future, someone else might.
Yeah. I mean, and that was apparently we were going to do that on the initial tour on our way back, like in the second week. We never got to the second week because we got lost shortly after the first week. But we could have still put in the time capsule somewhere, you know.
Right.
It was really
Right,
big.
it wasn't actually buried somewhere someone dug it up. They just literally went to the store here on the ship, got it, and said, hey, let's open it up.
Yeah, exactly. And then, I mean, and it was rather big as well, right? They need a few people to carry it. And then, you know, like we could open it up, or, you know, we could have just dropped it off somewhere. You know, that was the whole idea behind it.
Out an airlock.
Even that, yeah. Even though we were supposed to do it at a specific place, so people would know where it was. We could still do it here, you know, but whatever.
So it's been opened. What was in there?
There were lots of board games.
Exactly, which at first I think everyone wondered about, but then we were grateful for.
Yeah.
Gives us something else to do.
That was actually, okay, I mean, I can just imagine if we would have buried this on the planet where we were supposed to bury it. And then, you know, whatever, 100 years later, people find it again, open it up, board game. Cool. So I can imagine this would have been a fun thing to find.
Yeah, a way of playing across time.
We, of course, nobody on the ship actually knew what was in it. It was a pleasant surprise. I mean, it was definitely a pleasant surprise for me. Turns out that you weren't allowed to play them.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of the board games, at least, card games were a bit different, but all the board games had as their age ranges ages 10 to 99.
Yes.
Too old for it.
Too old for a board game.
I know, right?
I don't understand why.
See, these are some pretty old board games, and I actually do know why.
Oh.
They didn't used to think people, or not many people, would live to the age of 99. Or beyond it, anyway. No, so wouldn't live to the age of 100, you know.
It's pretty dark, though.
Dark, and hasn't been the case for a long time. And also, there were some people who lived beyond that, so it's pretty rude to exclude them, you know.
I could just imagine you turning 100. At first, you'd be super proud. Hey, I got there, you know. I remember your 100th birthday party. That was awesome. And then to find out on your birthday, let's play a board game, and then you can't anymore. You're too old. You know,
so some people do say they just ignore such age guidance, but that's really unusual.
That's the whole idea of board games. You have to stick to the rules. If you don't stick to the rules, then it's like, okay, you got me, but, you know, let's not do that.
Then you're not really playing the game.
No, that's not fair. So that was the time capsule. I think the change that was made that kind of had the biggest impact was that some of the passenger cabins were changed into shops.
Like turned into commercial units.
Yeah. Did you? Because I'm not sure how this is. Because on our floor there's none.
Right.
But on the floor next to us there are 2. So I'm not really sure how this is.
Right. That was decided. Unfortunately, I don't have any insight into that either. I mean, I have noticed most of them are repair, or a lot of them at least, are repair shops.
True, actually, yeah. Or you reckon people, the passengers that were in the cabins kind of volunteered?
I think that's part of it. And maybe the ones where it's not now a shop, maybe people who were staying there weren't able to repair, like didn't know how to repair things.
Ah, okay. Could be. I mean, I think because from what I understood, the people are still living in there, right? So they basically open up the front where the business is being handled, but like their bed and so on are still in there. So instead of a wall, they have this big slide that they slide down when they retire for the night, and then it's a cabin again. Just the cabin is full of stuff that they were repairing. So anyway, that's how I see it. But you don't have any passenger console inside or so. Why this is?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay. Although I think definitely one shop I've been to because I've had a few things repaired recently. There were the shopkeeper was telling me that they were bunking with their neighbors, so they used the whole cabin for repairs.
And they weren't then staying or sleeping there. Right,
exactly. So maybe they and the neighbors ran the shop together, and they were bunking together, or maybe doing shifts, sleeping turns. Okay, could actually be interesting. Did you have anything repaired?
I did actually. My bowling ball. And so that was broken because I dropped it. Exactly, and it actually landed on something which I also got repaired there.
Oh.
A personal something which I won't say what it was.
Oh,
Keep it as a mystery for our listeners.
Yes, it was a cliffhanger. Potential.
Well, potentially, if we ever...
Maybe we get back to it.
Maybe.
Maybe we do. Maybe if we get a
listener
question.
And they were able to repair both, so that was good.
I had socks repaired. Yes, I tried to do it myself, but I mean, I have my own equipment back home. Here on the ship, it's different.
Yeah,
I can't get it to work, so I just took it to the repair shop. They did it in a way.
Yeah, were those your chainmail socks?
No, they were also broken.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
So you didn't take those yet?
No, good point. Actually, I haven't used them in a few days. Oh no, I have to go find them again. And we have so much storage space here. I have no idea anymore.
Need to look through it.
Yeah. But I'm wearing them right now. The socks that I got repaired, they had holes in them, and most part of the ship that's fine. But especially when you're down near engineering, then the floor gets a bit hot down there, and then socks are nicer.
Yeah.
So, I can recommend that shop. Okay. I would say that's about it for the new reality. Shall we do the listener even?
Yes, let's do so. This one looks to be in English, so shall I read it?
Yes.
I mean, last time was Dutch. I didn't do so great. So this time, Qarlos wrote, "Guys, I have been listening carefully to a few recent episodes. From the sounds of it, there are birds on the ship. Why?" That's quite correct, Qarlos. There are birds on the ship.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were hoping that the low fidelity wave burner wouldn't pick them up when we record, but it sounds like you've heard them.
Yeah, I mean they by time to time they do flock through or hallway because it's a through what's it called, thoroughfare?
Thoroughfare?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean the space bars you have to go left or right, but then you can continue, and then we have them regularly, and they're not pets, in case anybody is wondering. We got them on the I'm calling it the rat planet now, but it was, I guess, the bird planet when we got there. Some of our ship's rats escaped there on the planet. That's we stuck around there for a few days, and we thought, a few rats on a planet. The planet just had birds, How bad could it be?
Turned out pretty bad, unfortunately, for the birds.
Turns out rats aren't so nice to bird eggs.
I mean, they really love the bird eggs, but to eat them.
Yes. So, they kind of made a mess of that planet. So we took a bunch of the birds on board as a token of goodwill.
Right. It seemed easier than collecting all the rats.
Yeah. So we changed a bird planet into a rat planet. Yeah. And that's why we have birds on the ship. Easy explanation. Maybe Qarlos could have come up with that.
Maybe, but I think it's helpful when we tell the truth.
True, actually, yeah. Then he doesn't have to speculate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Listeners to Test from the Future, whenever you're listening to us, we think 200 years ago, but maybe only 100, who can say? Please send us an email by writing to michaellasagna5@gmail.com and put into the subject line the number 274 so that we know this episode successfully went back in time. And feel free to ask us about birds or any other animals you like.
All right. For now, thanks for listening and see you in 200 years.
Bye-bye.